Welcome back to Phoenix Flavor. My name is Jay Vetter, and I am the proud executive chef of Elon University. Today, I'm very, very excited to introduce our chef from McEwen Dining Hall, Candace Lawson. Candace is also a proud alumni of Elon University. Candace?
Hey, thank you, Chef. Hi.
You're very welcome.
Class of 2003, by the way, guys. Nice to meet everyone. Thank you for joining us today. So we're going to start off by doing a classic sauce, an Alfredo sauce, and then we're going to pair it later with some Cajun shrimp. So with this sauce, keep in mind that the base of this is a white sauce. So we're going to start off very classic here. We're going to get some butter going. Make sure that your pan isn't too hot, guys, when you're doing this.
What happens then?
It's going to be fire. Okay? So we're going to get some butter going in here. Get that little sizzle. That's
so Alfredo, McEwen, for you that don't know, McEwen makes fresh pasta every day, and I think Alfredo is probably your most popular sauce.
Yes, right up there with the marinara. It definitely is. So we're going to get this butter melted a little bit. Then we're going to add our aromatics. Aromatics are basically things that will give off a fragrance when they're cooking. So I got a little bit of garlic here. Whisk that around. Got some onion. We're going to get that going. Now remember, guys, when you're making this at home, we want to keep this as clear as possible, so we're going to just basically sweat the onions, okay? So you see them nice and glossy. All right, once that butter is melted thoroughly, and you kind of can smell, get a little aroma of the onion and the garlic in there.
You can definitely smell it.
We're going to put the flour right in here. So basically, this is what we call in cooking world a roux. I'm using a whisk because I want to make sure this gets incorporated really, really good with the flour and the hot butter, okay?
And while you're working on that, can we start butterflying your shrimp for you?
Yes.
Yeah. So again, we're lucky to be in North Carolina. We have great North Carolina shrimp. So I'm just going to help Candace out and butterfly these shrimp. This is one of the more popular dishes at McEwen. And by the way, you can definitely smell this. Yes. This is the same smell I have the pleasure of walking into many mornings at McEwen and smelling this.
So right here, guys, now that I got this nice and blended here, like I said, we're going to make a white roux. So you want it as clear as possible. There's different roux. You got a white roux, you got a blonde roux, dark roux, but we're going for white. I'm adding heavy cream, and I'm going to add some whole milk as well. Whisk that all around. And then also we're going to throw in some seasonings. Got some salt. We're going to do white pepper. The white pepper won't give a color like the black pepper will, because remember, we want to keep the sauce as white as possible. And then with that bechamel, the white sauce, we're adding just a little bit of nutmeg. Now guys, be careful when you're home with this nutmeg. Nutmeg is a very strong spice, so you don't want to add too much, just a little pinch. With these spices, it's totally up to you and your flavor preference. You can adjust accordingly.
Candace, about how much Alfredo do you go through in a day at McEwen?
Gallons upon gallons. I would say literally probably go through about 8 to 10 gallons per meal period.
And then pair that with your marinara?
Yes, that's probably another 8 to 10. Actually, marinara sometimes goes a little bit more, so maybe about 12, but they love Alfredo just the same. So once that's all blended together, we're going to kind of crank the heat up just a little bit. Let's go about medium. And we're looking for it to come to a nice boil, and then we'll cut it back. So like I said, this point right here, this is a classic white sauce. With Alfredo, we're gonna add some Parmesan cheese, but at home, if you guys wanna doctor it up, if you wanna put cheddar cheese, that would be a cheddar cheese sauce. If you wanna add some wine and get a little funky with it, you can add some white wine to it. You wanna add some more garlic, you can add some more garlic and do a garlic cream sauce, whatever's your preference.
Pesto is also a favorite of McEwen, right? Add some pesto to it.
You can add some pesto to this as well. So yeah, and you can do different variations with this white bechamel sauce right here. Okay, so now that our sauce has come to a boil, I'm gonna cut the heat back just a little bit so we got a nice little simmer here. Please be careful because it will overflow on you, and that'll be messy.
Okay, Candace, I'm gonna go ahead and get your pan started for your shrimp, okay?
Thank you, Chef.
You're welcome.
So now that we got a nice little simmer, this right here is some grated Parmesan. You could use shredded if you want, but either one will work. Get that in there, and again, like I said, the whisk will help incorporate very nicely. Again, at this point, you can taste it if you want to add a little more salt, if you want to add a little more pepper. I would recommend probably not the nutmeg, but you can do that.
You have a version of nutmeg?
I don't care for it. So we're just going to let this come to a nice little simmer. Like I said, make sure you keep your heat low. And one way you can test if your sauce is good is It's a little culinary term we call nappe. If it coats the back of the spoon, so if you guys see that right there, that coating action, that's when you know you've reached greatness, okay? So, chef's already had our pan heating up for our Cajun shrimp, so I'm gonna get the little spice mix going for you guys. The key to that Cajun spice mix is paprika. I prefer smoked paprika, but if you have regular, that's fine. So, paprika, got a little cayenne, a little thyme, salt, onion powder, garlic powder. And then we just want to incorporate that all together. Mix that up real good. And again, this all depends on your heat, how you want it. And we have some nice North Carolina shrimp right here. I'm just going to dump this right on up in there.
Trade places with Kansas.
Let's switch.
Yeah.
We're gonna mix this up right here. Get it going. You want all the shrimp incorporated. Now, we're using cast iron, guys. So cast iron is gonna be extremely, extremely hot. With your oil, you only want just a little bit of oil, just enough to coat the bottom. We're not pan frying here, so you don't want a lot of oil. Nice and incorporated here. I put my hand over just to test the heat. Put one in here just to see if it's ready. See that sizzling, you hear that? It's ready to go. Put that in there. Right here is about a pound of shrimp. Shrimp is one of the quickest things to cook, guys. So literally, once it turns pink on you, it's gonna be done.
I always say when they start to tighten up.
Yeah, they'll shrivel up a little bit on the side. Chef has also butterflied them, which basically means he went along the back of the shrimp with a paring knife, kind of did a slit. So as they cook, they will open up for you, almost like a butterfly. So we're just gonna give these a few minutes. I'm gonna switch my gloves here, guys, since I had shellfish on here. We're dancing, y'all, sorry.
This is another great opportunity to cook with your family. Today we're actually using a linguine, but again, great opportunity to refer back to I think our first video of making fresh pasta. The recipe is on elon.com. Great time to get around the family, cut different shapes, maybe get really crazy and do the bow tie pasta.
Yeah.
How many different shapes of pasta do you all do at McEwen?
We do everything from the spiral, which will be like a cavatappi. We do a rotini style. We do fettuccine. We do linguine. This right here is a little bit of linguine. We do thin noodles. Sometimes we do penne. Kids like all different shapes. They don't mind. So,
and again, if you're having an aversion to wheat, this be a great place. I know a popular with our students are the zoodles.
Yes.
So you take the zucchinis and the zucchini and you spiralize it, or squash and spiralize it. Great alternative to using traditional pasta.
Absolutely, Chef. So we're almost there. And as Chef said, they're curling up a little bit. And they're opening up, mimicking a butterfly. And I'm a spice girl myself, so I went heavy on the spice. But again, like I said, this is up to you. You guys don't be afraid if you see a little blackening. That is coming from the paprika. So you didn't burn, don't worry.
Man, if y'all can smell it in here right now.
So again, I say maybe another 30 seconds. We'll be ready to go. Oh yeah. Guys, if you're using cast iron at home, be careful, the handle will get hot as well. So I don't want to burn myself. So we're good to go right here. Shrimp is nice and ready. And you can just cut the heat straight off. You will have a little residual cooking as well. So we're going to do a little ladle action, just to show you a simple plate up. Nice mound. I'm a sauce girl too. So lay it on there. Don't be ashamed. Don't be afraid.
You can do an individual plate, or you can do a big platter of this family style and put it down in the middle of the table.
Oh yeah. So we got a nice mound of sauce right there. You can strain the sauce if you like, or if you want to keep it a little rustic with the onions and the garlic, feel free. I'm going rustic. Look at that sauce. Yeah. Shrimp, Chef?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're going right on top. Oh yeah. It's a little runner right there. You guys can mound it right there. You can let it naturally fall however you want. I like to do a little garnish with the Cajun Spice. Give it a little pop. What Emerald say, bam! And then a little parsley for color, a little freshness, right on top. And there you guys are. I hope you guys will make it at home. Let us know if you guys liked it. And thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Chef Candace.
Thank you, Chef. Appreciate it. Have a good one, guys. Peace.